Annyeong! Today I'll be doing a page-by-page browse of the BTS and Louis Vuitton January 2022 covers from VOGUE Korea, Hong Kong and Singapore, as well as VOGUE Korea. Let's begin with VOGUE Korea. If you find my page turned too fast, feel free to pause on selected pages, or you can also slow down this video in your YouTube settings. Here we go, the first double page spread in VOGUE Korea, and I love that they've chosen all for one and one for all to best represent our OT7. We start with RM. Wow, so the Korean edition is giving us pages of visuals before his interview. That's a really nice touch. And more visuals in between. Oh, and then we go to JK. Interesting. I thought it would have been Jin, but let's see how the order goes after this. It's good to note that the Korean edition comes with both the Korean and English versions of the interview. Then we've got Jin. Okay. In case you're wondering why I haven't commented on the visuals, it's because I'm just silently admiring how stunning these photo shoots are. I mean, I'm lost for words and I'm quietly enjoying flipping through the pages with you. From Jin, we go to Tae. Oh, these images are absolute works of art. Next up, Hobie. Just look at the colors. That contrast of blue and black is stunning on him. Then Yoongi. I wonder how they've planned the pages and order of which member comes before the other. If you know, please leave it in the comments below. There's something quite theatrical about these shots. I love them. Jimin. Oh, that's nice the way they've typed his name. I'm noticing the use of colors across this entire feature, from blues to reds. It's such a treat to the eyes. Then we've got behind the scenes included. Wow, there's quite a few pages, which is fantastic. I love it. I mean, the main reason I wanted to collect these magazines was because it's very dear to my heart, of course, being ARMY, but also my previous work involved photo shoots and working with Louis Vuitton as well. So this entire collection just really speaks to me. Oh wow, okay, so they've continued it with a story on Virgil Abloh as well. That's such a nice tribute. Sadly, he passed away in November last year before the magazines were released. I know RM in particular was a fan and admired his work, so I'm glad there's a section here dedicated to him. May he rest in peace. Before we move on to the next edition, I wanted to show you the contents page with all 3 covers here. And also the credit to the team behind this cover story. And look at how awesome this is. I love that they were able to take a group picture on set. I mean, it takes a village to see through a photo shoot of this scale from start to finish, and I love that the team and everyone involved is credited here. So yeah, that is VOGUE Korea, and here are the other 2 covers. This is issue number 306, which, if you add 1 in front, is their debut date. And I counted a total of 104 pages of BTS content in this edition. Here are the serial numbers for the different covers. Now, moving on to VOGUE Hong Kong, we have 2 covers and they've gone with one for the boys. Louis Vuitton's taken the inside front cover spread. Oops, I see Jin. Here we go. Jimin in that color is perfection. So we start with RM and interested to see who's next. So we've got Jin. Yes, they are following the fan chant for the Hong Kong edition. Also, the interview is in Chinese only. Yup, Yoongi, and I guess the next will be Hobie. You'll find similar images to Korea's as the different countries shared the visuals from the same photo shoot, but what's interesting is the layout and selection for each market. The letter V is in blue here, whereas the Korean edition was in black. So you'll pick up little edits here and there. And that's it. So definitely nowhere as many pages as the Korean one. I counted 44 pages all up. So if it's the visuals you're after, then the Korean edition would be the best for your collection, and that also comes with the English version too. Let's have a quick flip through this one to see if there's anything different. My guess is it will be exactly the same, just different cover options. So that's VOGUE Hong Kong. Last but certainly not least of the VOGUE editions is Singapore's. Just for size comparison, the Singapore one is a tad shorter than Hong Kong's. And it is about the same size as the Korean one. Also, the Korean Hong Kong covers have a gloss finish on them, whereas the Singapore one is a matte with gloss only on the grace wood here. Let's start browsing. Oh, that looks like Ashley Park from Emily in Paris. What a nice coincidence to have her in this issue because, well, she's a fellow BTS ARMY, and if you haven't seen season 2 of the series, I won't spoil it, but there's something related to BTS that RM and V actually shared on their Insta stories as well. So it's nice to see her here too, and I'll definitely be reading up on her interview. Grace. And it starts with BTS. Ooh, this green and the font type is very nice. Opening to all for one, one for all. This is one of my favorite phrases from the Three Musketeers, and I think it perfectly describes the members. So we have the interview and the photos very nicely done in the classic magazine layout. I love it as it's simple and makes for an enjoyable read. Ooh, this is a nice touch with the green end credit to the team and all involved. VOGUE Singapore, a total of 34 pages. So that wraps up the VOGUE covers, and now we look at the GQ covers. I have 8 all up, the group cover, RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and JK. Let's look at what's inside. hello. Okay, so we've got RM on the first page of the contents. Jin, Suga. I like that they're introducing the stars of this issue one by one in the first few pages. Jaehope, Jimin. And here's the Samsonite DYNAMITE collaboration. I've got a review of my mini carry-on up on my channel and I'll link it down below. V and JK. Ooh, there's a V special here too, from China Baidu V Bar. I see some purple. Where are they? More purple. And here we are. Wow, big and bold BTS logo in purple. A group shot and an intro page to each member in purple. So it looks like they've chosen keywords to add to the visuals. Wow, that's quite a number of full pages. Next is Jin. So unlike the VOGUE Korea issue, this GQ one is only in Korean with no English translation. I'm really liking this cover page per member. I think it's a nice way to section them out, and the visuals are very nice. Different to Vogue's and lots of full page shots, so if you're into tearing out pages for your walls, this GQ one seems like a good choice. I think the keywords work well, gives it a different kind of theme, a little bit edgier and modern, adding graphics and text to the photos. It's nice that they end each member's section with a group shot of all 7 of them. I think it represents each member as their own, but definitely stronger together as one. Like a sunset. I'm sure you can tell, but the members have come a long way from posing for photo cards. Fashion shoots like these are so conceptual and is its own art form. And we get a behind the scenes? Yes, we do, and it doesn't disappoint. Oh, we're at the end. So there are 95 pages plus the 7-page content we got earlier to a total of 102, which is just 2 pages of Vogue Korea's. All the individual covers have the same content, and let's have a look at them again. I hope you all enjoyed the page-by-page browse of the BTS and Louis Vuitton, Vogue and GQ magazines for January 2022. Thank you all so much for watching, and feel free to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of my content. Annyeong!